Am I alive yet? I don't know. I think so. Alright, I think I am. Hello, everybody. How's it all going? How's it all going? That is what I just asked. I'm watching my character AFK fish right now, by the way. Let's see. There it is. There's a ton of people that fish in Velia, or near Velia. So, I wonder how long have I been here? Just a couple hours, I'm pretty sure. A few hours. Let's go ahead and catch this last one. And wink. Alright. So for anybody curious, how do I word this? Soul? So, today is my birthday. I turned 26 years old today. And admittedly, I'm feeling pretty good. I have heard people say things to me. You know, things like, you know, once you hit 26 or 25 or past 25, then you're getting old. And all I could do is just kind of look at those type of people and be like, what? What are you talking about? Whew, I do apologize if I do yawn because I, for some reason, have just been really tired lately. I don't think I slept too well last night, sadly. So, if you're wondering why I'm yawning, that's probably why. The other thing is, there's something else I was going to say. Something about some dude in a red hat, but I don't want to talk about him, so. For some reason, a couple of years ago, Nintendo announced that this particular person, that his birthday was also today. But let's be honest, I was born before that, so, just saying. So, for anybody who might be new, hello, thank you for clicking on this video, but today I have no real plans on what I'm doing on YouTube, but everything looking good? Okay. I usually stream on Twitch, so I'm just trying to make sure last second that everything is totally fine and we're not just imploding on ourselves over here. Also, just the way the YouTube stuff is set up, it's a little odd. How about I just try it? I'll try it like this for a little bit. Let's hope that everything doesn't just implode on itself. So, tonight, I'm not doing it in this live stream, but tonight we're going to be enhancing this, the Black Star Sashakram. My main, I'm a Kunoichi main, or a Kunoichi, as Google says. I don't have the accent as cool as the lady does on Google Translate, but we're going to enhance this later tonight on Twitch, so if you're watching this live or you're watching this on the day that I stream this, head over to my Twitch. I don't think I have a link down below, but it's twitch.tv/DustyRoadsGames, and then you'll be able to find me, and yeah, we're doing this tonight. Now, right now, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do. I started streaming with no plan as to what we're doing. To go over, I have all these different characters. They're all located in different places. My main, I was at Polly's Forest earlier because I was doing Marnie Stones. Second is near the Kazarka World Boss. This is near Nuver World Boss. This character usually just hangs out in Velia. She's my fisher, my AFK fisher. This one is near Garmoth's Nest, the world boss over there. This one is for Kutum World Boss, Kuranda World Boss. This one's helping my younger brother whenever he decides to play the game again. And then I have two other people that I don't really have much progress in yet. So, I'm not sure really what we're going to do. Not old? Well, fair enough. I have heard that, you know, once you turn over 25 or something, then all of a sudden you're old, but I think that's just people being silly on the internet. Okay. Maybe we should hop over to Polly's Forest. I'm feeling like maybe finishing out the Marnie Stones. How are you doing, by the way? Yet, thank you. It's 1 year closer to being old, so that's all I can say about that. What? That's not how my character sounds. Just give it 5 more minutes, it will happen in no time at all. I know, man. My character just sounded completely different. That was weird. Hang on a second. Let me, where is it at? Let me close out the game for a second, because there are times where the audio and stuff kind of has issues. Bear with me for like 2 seconds here. That was very weird. I don't like for some reason, my mind, my ears hurt when I hear a certain, like, voice actress for, like, the characters. I don't mind the higher pitch, but if I have to hear it all the time. Like, every once in a while, I'll go through Valley or something, and I'll just hear, like, this really high-pitched yelling that's happening. It's people training at the scarecrows, and my mind hurts for a second or two. My character, because it's a little bit more of like, if Linkle was done correctly, I'm firing shots. If Linkle was done correctly and it was more of like a slightly deeper instead of how Linkle is, then yeah, that's kind of what I was going for with my character. But I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I even played. I was looking for the case. Down here? It's not down there. Where's the case? Whatever. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I have that case. Or I thought I did. Thought I had it down here. Am I blind? I turned 26, now I'm blind. I'll deal with it later. I'm just trying to buy some time. Alright, we're back. There's my character's voice. Okay, so we are going to be using this UI. Lately on Twitch, I have spent my fair share of time grinding. And for anybody who might not be... Maybe you're new to Black Desert. Maybe you clicked on my video going, what's this game? And I'm just here to watch you because it's your birthday or something, you know? Grinding simply means just killing mobs by the thousands. Hey, look, there's somebody else right there. This is honestly a location that a lot of people go to, like a late game location. Not really necessarily a late game, but it's usually a location that late game players go to because of the skill that you get from the area. So if you go to Polly's Forest, just be aware that you can probably get dunked on real fast. Let me show you what I mean. So there's a thing right here, this page. It's BDO grinding spots. If you go and sort by skill XP right over here, Polly's Forest is the highest for skill. So late game players will actually end up grinding out skill points in this region. So if you're not careful, you can get dunked on real fast because, yeah, just people are really high level wise. I think this dude is just he's just proved my point. Like, look how fast he's just going between group after group, just killing things. Totally fine. In case anybody wants that link, I'll post it in chat. That's the page for that. So I'm gonna try to maybe leave this location to that guy so they don't kill me. My AP is nothing all too impressive. I'm only 234, 236. Actually, 236 because I'm awakening, and 291 for DP. So, yeah, I'm nothing all too impressive. Seems like this spot is, looks like might be taken. There's a bunch of dead mobs over here. These ones are untouched, though. No, there's a person there. Alright, I'm out of here. Usually I hang around here and kill mobs, but it looks like other people are grinding, and I don't want to interrupt their rotations. There's... okay, 2 other horses, so I'm assuming there's at least those 2 people are the owners of those horses. I'm gonna try maybe coming over here for a little bit. Make sure my ferry's going. All right. I love the enemies in Polly's Forest, though. They're kind of cool. It's kind of like... I call this, because it's Kama Sylvia region, I call this the Alice in Wonderland of Black Desert Online, and I believe it to be 1000% true. Because, I don't know why, to me, Alice in Wonderland is, like, very, like, vibrant colors. At least to me. Maybe it's been so long since I've seen any movie representing Alice in Wonderland that I have a messed up memory of it. Hey, Kaffir Stone! I am actually looking for Kaffir Stone, so that's actually really good. I just saw somebody else for a second. Hang on. Let me remove that. Save. There's a couple other locations that I'm more comfortable with in terms of like a rotation, but this area doesn't seem to be touched right now, so that's kind of why I'm here. Go ahead and pop a meal. Increases a few combat-related stats. Wait, what? Oh. I thought I was gonna hit this guy, but I jumped over to that group and confused myself for a second. No, no, stop. Don't blow your poison on me. I love the xylophone. I don't know why, but this music is almost like giving me a Harry Potter vibe. I don't know if that was their intention, but it's definitely very like, if I can call music wacky, I'm gonna call this wacky. I don't know why though. Also, sadly, there are no bosses in, I think for like the next 2 hours. Let me double check on that. There is a boss, but I can't do it. It's called Fell. So, yeah. Vel's a water boss. And, I've never been good at driving my boat. And I'd have to have somebody else to like man the cannons. So no thank you. Like maybe I can like hitch a ride on somebody else's boat But I don't even know if Vel is something that people, like a whole bunch of people do, because it's such a, I would call it like an exclusive thing, because you have to have like a good boat. Wham, wham, wham. This music is very dramatic. I feel like one of these days I'm gonna have like a ton of damage and I'll be like that other guy, just jumping between group to group and just killing everything in like half a second. Until then I'm just like slice, 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 slice. Not doing all the damage in the world, but it's not bad damage either. I just can't quote my good friend, what's his name, Phil? Phil Swift here. You know? I was doing a battle on a world boss last night, I think. It was last night, and somebody goes, "That's a lot of damage." Like, that's very true. It was. It hurt me. I had a lot, actually. The battle in Nightmare Kazarka. My character for that is like just after the season. That character was for the autumn season. We're still in the winter season right now. Speaking of, it is snowing outside right now. Yes, it is March 10th and it's snowing outside. I don't know if it means anything, but I did ask for a like a snowy Christmas, but that never happened. And now it's snowing for my birthday. So there's irony there, but maybe I should have asked for a lot of money for Christmas. Maybe that would have happened for my birthday instead. I don't know. Also, I am not streaming with any alerts on, so if we get any more like subscribers or things like that, I don't have those alerts running right now. Usually I do, but I don't usually stream to YouTube anymore. I rarely even upload videos these days, but I'm working to change that. Lately I've been enjoying so much Black Desert and just really playing it a lot, so that's why I'm playing it today. And I hope to maybe become more of like a Black Desert Online. It's kind of a niche thing, but maybe just do primarily Black Desert Online videos from now on. But I can't say that too solidly because I just can't play one particular thing for too long. Even though Black Desert Online is something that I legit have been playing every single day for half a year now, it feels like. It was sometime in August I started like playing it again, and then like September to October I really solidified every single day playing. So I don't know. It's also a game that I don't really get tired of. I mean, yeah, I get bored, but it's not like many of the other games where I'm just like, man, I just don't want to play that. This is more like, I'll leave my character AFK for a few hours and I'll check on it later. It's different. But different can be good. I'm also really proud of the video that I uploaded recently, which was the one of I got a Black Star Sashakram. That one was really good. So I might do things more like similar things to that. That way I had to edit that video anyways, was a little awkward, but it worked out in the end. So, yeah. Most of the time I just talk to myself and hope that I come up with some sort of conversation, because usually chat is so quiet, even on Twitch. But if you are interested, again, follow me over there. I'm live there 5 days out of the week now, on Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. On Wednesdays it's 8 p.m. to like 10 p.m. But Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday are usually 6 to 8, sometimes 6 to 9. Because it's just a different time of the day. Like usually I stream around like 2 to 4. In this case it'll be like 3 to 5 for just a couple hours. And there's nothing wrong with this times like spot. I'm sure there is an audience that uses YouTube, but I had to really stop and think to myself lately, what would be a time that would be most relevant in terms of high traffic on YouTube? What time would be best? And I think it's more later in the day, to be completely honest with you. Unless you're graduated out of school, you're going to school, and unless you are not the sole income of your household, you probably go to work. Even if you aren't the sole like source of income, you probably still go to work. So with that being in mind, the vast majority of the time people are not at home because they're at school or at work. So it makes total sense that not a lot of people tune in for the live streams. Plus also there's the factor of how many people really know I have a YouTube channel. How many like family, friends, or stuff like that. Not a whole lot. But at the same time, how many like people outside of like family and friends know about my YouTube channel? Not that much. So being a lesser known YouTuber, it's one of those things that, can I say that it's my upload schedule? I could. Is that accurate? Maybe. To some degree it is. I don't know. These are things I've been talking to other people about. My good friend Sir Lefty, he's been more than anything else just kind of listening to what I have to say and being like, well, that sounds good. You know, maybe try it, see what happens. If it doesn't work, you can always go back to what was. I'm like, yeah, that's true. So, I don't know. I don't think I've really found anything that really has like stuck, if that makes any sense. How much ancient spirit dust have we gotten? We got 5 of these sweet candy bags, so that's kind of cool. We got 1 Kaphra stone. We got 10, so we technically have 3 Kaphra stones. How much do I need for the next level on my kunai? So unequip it. I need 76 more. It's almost a level 20 kunai. And as much as I have read to not do this, I will, just because I want to. Is once you get it up to Kaphra's level 20, you can enhance it like 100% to the next level. I know that is a complete waste, but I also don't really care. I think somebody said that's gonna be like a couple billion silver worth, but you know, accidentally clicked outside game for somehow. Hey Kyle, it's going pretty good. It's snowing right now, so that's a thing. We're talking big flakes too. They're like almost $1 coin sized flakes outside. It's crazy. How are you guys doing today? Get that win. I just kind of woke up from a nap because for some reason I've just been really tired lately. Like really tired. Probably because I'm not sleeping too well. Or just not sleeping that long. Other than that, I've been great. We're doing good, just relaxing. Well, that's good to hear. How's your wrist, by the way? Have you had a chance to get that checked out, or? One right there. Going tomorrow or Friday. Hopefully they figure out what's going on with it. And then it won't be too expensive. Hospital trips are usually like that. What in the world are those mushrooms doing? We're getting mushrooms. So many mushrooms. At least we're earning some money off of doing this, but oh well. Just letting you two know, or what? Just letting you know as well, bro, that tonight I'll be on Twitch streaming as well. Trying to include the YouTube audience. It's a special day. So I'm trying to include both audiences on streams today. Tonight, we're going to have a sole focus of trying to upgrade a weapon that I've had for 4 days now. Plus there's a ton of boxes and stuff that I'm opening tonight on stream too. A bunch of random boxes. Because of an update that they did to the game last night. They did update to the Black Spirit board. So I got 10 boxes of there. So those are going to be interesting. I also have a rarity box, luxury box, shiny box for combat life, and 10 of these seals. Everybody, I think, got these today's on me letters today. So it's nice. But I'm open up. I'm gonna open them up tonight on Twitch. So it's gonna be interesting. I might save it till the end after we enhance, or I might start the stream by opening the boxes. I don't know. So I haven't decided. But that's gonna be, I think, like no later than 8 p.m. tonight. Hopefully, we'll see. Wednesdays I usually have like a church function, so usually I'm home no later than like 7:30. So I try to like eat some food. So it'll be sometime tonight around 8 o'clock ish, somewhere around there. Because after we do that church function, then we're gonna have like dinner, and I'm gonna eat some cake, things like that. So. Just a reminder for anybody who might just have joined. I was just taking a nap, so I'm not exactly wide awake right now. You can maybe tell by my voice. Sounds like I have morning voice. The string stabs are kind of nice, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna say this spot's the best to go to. There's not like there's a huge cluster of mobs, but I mean it's a pretty decent rotation. Bear in mind there's like an asterisk next to that because not a lot of other players are going to this location, is why I say it's actually a nice rotation. I don't expect people to like come over here and mess up my rotation, so it's not as efficient time-wise or killing mobs per hour-wise, but it's efficient in that nobody will bother you. Which is something that, ooh, Lili's Petal, nice. Which is something that I don't think a lot of people really talk about. Maybe they do. But usually when I see guides online, people are like, this is a good location. Nice, you know, dense of mobs and things like that. And I'm just like, yeah, but then everybody's gonna go there. Also, I'm just now remembering, hang on a second. Wrong button. Let's go to the Central Market. This one. No. I do have an order for a Secession Classic box. There's the Pearl Shop got an update today as well. You can get Secession boxes for cheaper. I think it's like 3 for 1. If it'll let me do this real quick. Function Pearl box? No. Where is it at? These 5th anniversary ones, I think? No. But that's the glorious Shoodad. Where are they? Maybe it's underneath promotions. Discounts aren't over. This one right here. So yeah, you're usually like $30. Now they're $15, $14.50. So, you know, what in the world? My character was getting attacked, so it was translating over to that guy in the store. That was a little odd. So, needless to say, I have an order for a Secession box, and we'll see if I get it. Kinda doubt it, but I don't even know if that's the right box, because it says event on it. Maybe what I need to do actually instead of trying to buy the event one is buy the normal one. Excuse me, I am trying to place an order on the marketplace. Thank you! Secession Classic box. There was only like 8 orders earlier today, so now I'm lower in the queue, but hey. I don't think it'd be underneath event. I think it's underneath normal. That is also, by the way, 269 million silver, which some people might be looking at like, oh, I got billions, I don't really care. But for me, I can't afford that. I don't know why I'm trying to get another like outfit box. I guess just for the sake of having one, and maybe one of my other characters could use it. But considering most of my characters are awakening, it makes 0 sense to get a Secession for me. Win or lose Wee Horse. That's a guild name. Fair enough. Mine's the Iron Phoenix. So, I mean. Hey, Chill Life Skills, nice. I've seen that name quite a bit here in Valia 3. Recently they did the Haddam Elvia update. I still don't know if that's how you say Haddam, but if you go over to Switch, anything that have these like green icons next to are Elvia regions. So I was in Calpheon 3 for the longest time, and then I tried Calpheon 2, and I died to player killers like 3 times. And I'm like, I'm done with this. So I went over to Valia 3, and it's been pretty smooth sailing. So if you ever want to, you know, stream snipe me or kill me, I'll be in Velia 3. I'm not really welcoming stream snipers of any kind, but if you know, want to hang out or something, I'm usually in Velia 3. Most of the time when I'm not streaming, I'm either doing odds and end things, maybe some more quests, or I'm also like AFK fishing, things like that. So just kind of doing a ton of different things. Some nights I'll AFK train horses, so I'll just raise up my training on my character here. Other times I'm AFK fishing on my alts, my sorceress over in Velia. Other times, just for the heck of it, I'll just have my character sleep in a bed in Calpheon in my house. So yeah, tonight on Twitch, it's going to be interesting. I have a ton of things I'd like to do. I think for the sake of like a YouTube video, I might cut a lot of it into like a compilation, if you will, just like opening up the different boxes and things like that. Might upload that by Friday or maybe tomorrow. If I have extra free time tomorrow, I'll probably do that. Streaming late at night, though, is very helpful because now if I want to record a video throughout the day, I can, first off. So it's just very, very helpful for me, changing up that schedule a bit. This music really is weird, though. I do like it, but man, it's weird. Hey, we just made some money off of that one. I'm not into the Corsair or like Dream Horse training yet. Maybe one day I might, but it's kind of like bartering and sailing right now. I'm just like, eh. Oh man, I've been really tired lately. Let me pause for just a second. Let me take a look. Can I sell anything? I mean, can I? Yes. All this stuff can be sold. Do I want to? Excuse me. So we aren't bothered. Lately, and this is just like a personal goal of mine, I've been growing wheat, and there's been not a whole lot of requests for wheat seeds on the marketplace, mainly because I've been getting rid of them all. There was over 400 requests to purchase wheat seeds, like the normal wheat seeds. So I've actually, I don't know if I'm the only one that's doing this, but I did actually just finish selling off every single person who wanted wheat seeds. And I still have wheat seeds growing right now. So I still have more to sell in case people want to buy them. But yeah. I also bought a ton of these. So somebody on YouTube and somebody also on Twitch. Her name is Ace Alpha. Amazing person, by the way. A really good wealth of information from her. her daily rotation involves AFK fishing and then harvesting the magical version of these. By harvesting the magical version of these, you can sell to a vendor for 270,000 silver every single time that you get extra ones, or, you know, after you've already planted for your farms and stuff. You can just sell it to a vendor. You don't have to like put it on the marketplace. So it's just free silver. Every single time, though, when you try to harvest these, you don't get the magical unless you are an artisan farmer, like Artisan 1 at the very least. It took me like a week and a half to hit Artisan 1 on here from just like wheat. So that's primarily what I've been doing. But my second character is almost at Artisan 1, and I've only been at it for like 3 days, which is insane because now I kind of know what I'm doing. So, yeah, sometimes if I am not doing something important on this character, I'll just hop over to my other character near the farms. Like, look at all this pruning that needs to be done. I'll just hop over to my sorceress, and by pruning is how you get that extra XP. So I might do that after the stream today, because I do need to continue growing those. But I do need to get my main character over there to harvest the high-fae ones, because the high-fae ones are what I'm trying to obtain. I just don't have enough of them yet. That is, just generally speaking, going to be a ton more free silver a day. Fishing alone, I think I get like almost like 7 to 8 million, depends on what I catch. Ultimately, RNG is RNG, but ultimately it's somewhere around like sometimes 2 million, maybe on like the lower end, maybe well, low end would be like 2 to 4 million in like a couple hours. If it's overnight, usually it's like 7 to 10 million overnight, and that's with Master 1 Fisher. Speaking of fishing, for anybody who is into life skilling with fishing, there is an event where if you go up north of Velia to the ocean, you can catch pufferfish right now. They have a 3-hour duration. Most fish that you catch have like a 24-hour. So after 24 hours that you caught it, then they spoil, or and I think it's like every 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. They lose a little bit of their value. So you want to sell them as fast as possible, but the AFK overnight, who really cares? The puffer fish, they are pretty much like, they become unusable after 3 hours, so you waste all that profit. The puffer fish have to be fished at certain locations. There's like a seagull flock that's above the water to indicate where they're at. So you have to go out on a boat, find these seagull flocks, fish from that location to catch a puffer fish. And if you catch a puffer fish, then you can go back to shore and sell it to any sort of vendor, or there's a specific NPC you could sell it to as well to get even more money. But I imagine it's probably like the fishing delivery, where only so many of them can be sold in a certain period of time. Otherwise, you can sell them for like half price. I think it's $1 million from the person. And also, there's the chance to catch eggs, like a dragon egg or of some kind. Hey, another Caphterstone, nice. And by getting enough of these dragon eggs, I think it's 10, and turning them in, you then get an exclusive title if you're the first person to do it. And then also a Crimson Garmoth World Boss Summoning Scroll. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of fishers now that are going to be trying to go for that. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody already has completed it, even though it was updated today. Unless it's such a low drop, maybe. It's not like grinding mobs, right? Like, I've killed... What in the world? Why does that keep happening? For some reason, I'm still, like, somehow clicking on a window on my second monitor, and I'm not meaning to. That is annoying me. Oh well. I don't have these problems on Twitch. No. Probably just the way I have my windows laid out. Oh well. Doesn't my character sound like a deeper voice of like a female Link? At least that's what I hear. Like if you were to take Link's voice and like turn it into like a more of a female voice, that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Maybe Link is my inspiration for this character. Maybe I should make a ninja class, because this is the Kuno, which basically just translates to female ninja. So maybe I should make a ninja class and like really try my best to make it look like Link. There's a challenge for you. If I do make it look like Link, then I know what I'm gonna name it. Link. If it'll let me. I have no idea. I'm sure somebody already has a character named Link, though. That's my idea, though. Don't steal it. I'll try to do that at some point down the road when I have an extra character slot. There's at least 2 ancient spirit dust there, so that's good. Son Broham? Brohan, not Ham. Brohan. Brohan? Is that it? I don't know. Yeah, all in all, I would have to say that things are not going too bad for me in Black Desert Online lately. I'm just hoping that that doesn't change tonight, because I really want to try to enhance that weapon. My goal for it is to enhance it to at least a try. So that would be the equivalent of if you were to follow like a normal level up, like plus, it'd be a plus 18. There's 20 in total. Once you hit 15, then it stops becoming like plus 16. It becomes Pry, then it goes to Duo, Tet, Pry, Duo, Tri, Tet, Pen. So basically it becomes Roman numerals. So you'll have like I, IV, and then V. So that's kind of the progression after 15. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the Sashakram, the one that I showed you earlier, to a Tri, which is a 3. I might have enough Cron Stones. I don't think I have the money for it, but I might have enough Cron Stones to attempt 1 Tet, which would be IV. And that's kind of hard to do, but I do have a ton of like plus 100 scrolls and stuff like that for enhancement chance from just events and stuff like that. I'm gonna try a 110 Tet enhancement. This Saw Chakram, by the way, Sade, is like the highest weapon damage for my class. Like it is late game gear. And I'm hoping to maybe get a Tet. If I get a Tet, I'd be stoked. At the very least, though, if it goes horrible, which hopefully we won't be there, but if it does go horrible, I'm probably going to be stuck with a Duo or maybe a Pry, and then I might cry. But I really want to try to go for at least Try or Tet. If I can get a Tet, that'd be great. If I do get to a Try, though, I'm probably like selling like most everything else just so I can get enough Cron Stones, which is not good to buy with silver, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. should sit up straight, right? Proper posture and all that. I just want to point out that these guys right here do not count toward my Marnie stones. They are not considered like Polly's Forest mobs. So there's a ton of them on this rotation. So that's like, I don't know, maybe almost 20 mobs in this rotation, maybe more, that are not counting toward those Marnie stones that I've been trying to get here. Which is why if you know, if all of a sudden I go right past a few of them, that's why I'm ignoring them. Like, see, I don't really care to kill that last one because he's not part of my Marnie Stone objective. Maybe he gives more skill XP, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I should probably prioritize now because there's like 5 right there that I go after. I really should ignore. I'm gonna start ignoring them. Only problem now is things may not be respawning. Yeah. Let's try heading over here. Branch out, you know? Try something new. Hey, another sweet candy bag. So, just so everybody knows, that sweet candy bag you get from grinding mobs, from life skilling, like fishing. I caught one today. You can get it from gathering. Pretty much anything really in the game except for PvP stuff. Anything that's PvE. Which I'm more a PvE than anything else. Poacher, you say? A poacher, you say? Hello, dude. Is this box cursed? There's one earlier that said possessed by the black spirit, and it was a treasure chest, and it killed me. Granted, at the time, I did not. For some reason, I like to change out my armor for my trainer's armor. So look at that, it's 21 defense versus almost like 300. So yeah, that was my stupidity. I do that quite often too, where I forget that I don't have my armor on. I just hop off my horse and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to kill things, and then I die, and then I feel bad. Thankfully though, if you die, this is not what I'm thankful about, but if you die, you lose combat XP, which results in your level. And right now I'm doing kind of a road to level 62 series on Twitch, where I like grind for a couple hours every day. I'm not doing it tonight for obvious birthday reasons, but usually that's what I've been doing, is like 2 hours of grinding mobs and that sort of stuff, and it's been going pretty well. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing now, but I just want to finish out these Marnie stones. Honestly, didn't know what I was going to do today. I just sat down, went live, and then I was like, well, I probably should find out what I'm doing. Now that we're doing, now that we're doing this, I'm just like, well, I don't know. Like at a certain point, what do you guys want to watch? Let me go fishing? I could go and sail around and barter for a few. I could go using my matchlock and hunt. I have done that before. Before I had a campsite. Now I do have a campsite, so, you know, I have a much more of an easier time doing things on a campsite with hunting. Alright, let's head back over to this other location again. I will say though, that the best location to go for combat XP is the... I don't know if it's called the Myrumok, or if that's more of like a purposeful American accent. I call it the Miramok, just because it sounds kind of cool to give it that little bit of an accent. The Miramok area is, for all intents and purposes, not someplace you should go to if you're below a certain AP bracket, AP-DP bracket, because it's pretty intense. Like, for me to kill like one mob in that region, it can take almost 2.5, 3 minutes. It's pretty drastic. You notice where you're at based on that alone. It's pretty tough. Let's try a different location. This is my problem. I have no problems like killing mobs over and over. Hey, Dailies just took over. But what I do have a problem with is just like the mental power of being bored. Doing the same action over and over can lead to repetitiveness, which can lead to boredom. And that's kind of what I'm struggling with right now on the Road to 62 series, is just boredom. I'm so bored. Like an hour into the stream, I'm just like, well, unless I'm talking to people in chat, I'm just sitting here killing mobs. And that's not the most entertaining thing in the world. So, you know, has its pros, has its cons. Let me hop over to the guild page here in a second. Well, collect my money. If you are interested in joining a guild, you can either let me know now in chat, or you can let me know when the video, like this live stream, becomes a video. Let me know. I'll let you know where I usually like to hang out at, and if you want to join, let me know what time works for you, and I can try to be over there at that time. Okay. I'm so bored of grinding. Like, this is my #1 problem, is just like, oh, I'm so bored of it. Okay, I gotta do something else, guys. I'm gonna lose it. It's so boring. Let me go turn in the Marnie Stones I have completed, and then we'll hop on my horse and then head off to maybe Velia, because I want to go and do stuff for the farms. The only reason I'm trying to do these is because I don't want to throw away a whole bunch of Marnie Stones again, because I don't want to. Every time I do, I waste money. So let's. This is actually a decent location for Kaffir Stones, though. There's 3 here, and then I got like another 4 from the powder, so that's 7. That's pretty good, if you ask me. One real quick stop. We're gonna head over to Grana real quick, so I can store things and sell items. Also, don't understand why my character doesn't go down that way, but whatever. I'm not the auto path decider. Let's go ahead and claim that, and then we'll do a 200 EXP. So usually in the Road to 62 series, today would be a day that I would use a 600% combat XP. I don't feel like using that. Man, it is. I feel the coldness from outside seeping into the room through the window. Oh well. Also, I'm about to break 400 energy. Ugh. So how you get this energy, it's that little, like, bicep up there. You have to gain knowledge. Energy is, like it says, recovered 1 point every 3 minutes. You start off with 30 energy points. Over the course of you playing the game, you'll discover energy about certain things, like, for example, ecology, just to name something very specific that I've been doing recently. Yesterday on stream, well, before I streamed, I did all of Serendia, and I've done most of Balenos. The only one is the Cox Pirates. There's a few of them that I don't have, but they're actually, I believe, on an island, so I have to, like, travel to an island to go get that. But I have been working on the ecology of Calpheon, so we did all of the beasts that I didn't have before, so all of, like, the wildlife, plants, Curatos. We went all the way up to Rutums last night. Next is Lake Kaya, and there's only, like, 2 here, and basically you just have to kill the mobs until you get that, like, specific... What's the word I'm looking for? You have to kill mobs over and over and over until you get that specific knowledge. What's underneath there? Oh, yeah, nice. So let's see. We're going to put... Where is it? These away. And then the Volterra relic things. We also have some more powder over here. Put these away. Is there anything else that I gained from this area that I could put away? I could put away the... Oh, we got 3 of those. Nice. Let's put away those Monstrum doll things. Do we have those over here? No, but I did put that in the warehouse somehow. Is that it? Maybe. There's Lemuria armor. I could put that away. And then the ring. And then that we could also put over there. I need to get out more organic feed for my pets. So we'll just get out another 50 for that. Vel's fine powder. I have been wanting to purchase a Vel's heart. Is it Vel's heart? Yeah, right here. It's 10.5 billion. There's a ton of other people that also want it too, so I'm probably gonna have to go up to 11.2 billion. But this is like an alchemy stone. So currently I have Perilla's Star. You get 1 DP, but with Vel's Heart you actually get 3 more AP. You also get a plus 8 AP when it's in effect. It's a 5-minute duration. And increases accuracy, ignore all resistances, attack speed, and casting speed up. What I have right now, though, isn't bad either. I just don't use it that often, too, so that's my fault. But Perilla's Star, I mean, it's a pretty good stone. I use it quite often, but Vel's Heart is like more of like the in-game gear, from what I understand. All right, let's go ahead and activate one of those dice. We need to sell our loot stuff. I need to go to Simple Alchemy over here. Let's use the weapon stones. So we have enough for 9 more Caphra stones. So I'm going to need to use 3 of the armor stones as well. My character's just shaking a jar, and that's somehow getting us Caphra stones, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how that works, but I am legitimately getting cold in here. Ugh. Bruh. This, that's on my chair, is a blanket that I got for Christmas from my mom. Yes, it is a blanket. Yes, it also acts as a thing that can be zipped up like this. It's a wearable blanket. Feels nice. It is actually really cold in here. I got out of nowhere. I'm feeling like I'm freezing. Okay. So after we get done with these Caphra stones, I feel like I might want to start enhancing some of my other ones. Well, I don't want to enhance this because this will probably, hopefully, be replaced tonight by something better. But the Kazarka short sword, I do want to maybe enhance that. I don't remember how much I need for the first level. It's 20, okay. I did have Caphra stones on this, and eventually this is also going to be replaced by something else. My late game build incurs a black star short sword, but I don't know if I can like also do the quest line that I did to get the Sa Chakram for that as well. Like maybe I can do that for every single character, for every single weapon. I don't know how that works, but hang on a second. I need to talk to the Black Spirit dude. Confronting Beg. Hex Marie. Just get these scrolls. We're gonna go over to Keplin, which is where my scrolls are being stored. One of these days I do need to do that too. Facing Titium. And these are the last three that I don't need. Let me go back to this UI. One of those is done. Force Renaros, we're not going to do that. I could. 100% I could. Nope. Why'd I close it out? I need to talk to him again. How's her 4? Is it Lever? Yeah, it's Lever. Okay, so I could do the Force Renaros, the 50 of those, and then maybe I think this one as well. I could definitely do those, but I just don't want to. I'm feeling lazy. Okay. Where's Fugger? It says find Fugger in the village. This is a new quest line that they brought out today, actually. You talk to the Black Spirit, you get a quest where you have to talk to Fugger, and then he should give you an adventure log book. It's right there. I'm glad you came. I've been meaning to give you something. This is an autographed copy of my adventure journal. I'm honored to give you such a famed adventurer as yourself. I hope you enjoy it. Nice. So now we have 3 different chapters here, and if I remember correctly, these actually give you some good stuff. I wouldn't have gotten traded Perilla for anything in the world, but my poverty got the better of our love. I was too poor to even consider asking her to stay. With anger, sorrow, hatred, and love in my heart, I applied myself to work I couldn't focus on. With an aching heart I didn't have the luxury to tend to, I worked day in and day out just to survive. That is until I met him. Patriago? It looks like Patriago. Hand over Crow Gold Bar to Fugger. So this first one, I need to know, like, I need to visit the man that Fugger met. I'm assuming this is Patriago, and I'm sure that some people will come out with guides for this stuff later. Hand over Crow Gold Bar. I have no idea how to get this. Sherlog. Suggested. Wait, what? You complete this adventure journal by completing all the quest lines in Adventure Log Bright Red Apple from the Black Spirit's suggested quests. What? Suggested quests? Is it over here? No. This is another thing I don't do any, like, that much. I really should do these, though, because I don't know if it, like, what they actually give you, but oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, I muted just in time. Ow, that hurt. So, for this, I just need to go to, like, different people and do things, but I'm feeling far too lazy for that. Okay. That was close. So, for now, let's head up to Logia Farm while I take a look more thoroughly at this book. There's 5 things, I believe, in it. So I lived every day without purpose until his chance comment. Did you really think that you were the hero of this story? You thought your love, your work, your life would be special? His words struck deep, and I was momentarily offended, but they rang true. It was a moment before he spoke to me, now crestfallen. I have known you to be a hard worker. I will recommend you for a position at the Merchants Guild. on the condition that you make a gold bar out of an apple. What? Then the third one, obtain knowledge in the Calpheon City Merchants category, which we're actually probably going to work on here in a little bit. Maybe in like one of my streams, or maybe just in my spare time, I'll just do it. I succeeded in making a gold bar out of an apple, and he recommended me to the first crow of the Merchants Guild. The guild was just beginning to grow, and I just taking my first steps. Fear and worry threatened to overtake me, but I had nowhere to run to. I met as many people as I could and faced challenges head on. Just as my name began to be noted all throughout Calpheon, I received an important mission. So, you can check the knowledge in the knowledge window, which is H. It's hard to read that orange text, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that orange on white is a little... The text is also kind of small too, so... Everything ruined in a day's work. I worked to within an inch of my life every day, and others began to take note. The first crow, whom I never met, gave me the important mission of seeking out antiques in the Calpheon slums for a secret trade with Hydel. The relationship between Calpheon and Hydel was strained, and I had to tread carefully. But I couldn't miss this opportunity to impress the first crow, and this secret deal was getting bigger by the day. I thought everything would turn out all right, that is, until it was discovered that I had sold an astronomically valuable vase to Hydel at a laughable price. Oh. So I need to trade antique from Calpheon slums with Hydel Trader. I actually know this lady. I've been there a few times. Been to her shop, if you will. Ooh, Trader's Graveyard. I admitted to everything and lost my rights to everything I'd worked for. I had to start from the beginning again. I can talk about this matter of fact now, but I wanted to leave it all behind. I couldn't give up, though. I felt that if I failed here, I'd fail anywhere else, so I volunteered for the much-shunned grave excavation project. Breathing in the eerie air, my life threatened at any turn. I dug and dug for graves. Hunting monsters in the Trader's Graveyard near Mary Cave. Alright. One step backwards, two steps forwards, you know? That's a valuable life lesson I think we all can agree to. So yeah, that's something that's interesting is his book. I don't know if somebody's like come up with a guide yet. I mean, it literally just came out today, so Fugger's... Is it Secret to Success? Maybe it's been out for a while. No, Times of Success. Times of Success. Somebody already has YouTube videos. Let's see. So let me make sure I got this going here. So I have pulled up Reddit. There's a thread here 5 hours ago. Reposting plus updated since it has now come out for people who don't want to watch a video guide. There's chapter 1 through 4. You get a secret book per chapter. Number 5, you get this maximum weight 2 LT. Volume 2, chapters 1 through 4, you get another secret book per each of them. And then one more inventory slot for 5th chapter. And then more secret books, and then all defense. These family applied. By completing this whole thing, you at least get 2 maximum LT, 1 more inventory, and 1 defense for all your characters. Notable obstacle, kill 777 monsters at Katuga. Enough CP to connect Altanova to Calpheon. Altanova. Nah, that's not going to be too hard. Have 1 billion silver and gold bar. 1 billion? Whew. Fugger's secret book can be used to obtain a large amount of contribution XP. If you use all of Fugger's secret books that can be obtained from Fugger's journal, based on 200 contribution points, you can achieve 230 contribution points. That's actually going to be pretty good. This is what I'm looking forward to with completing this book, or this book series, is I'll be able to get 30 more, essentially almost 30 more contribution points. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to with this. The biggest reason why is... let me go back to the game. I have currently 360 contribution points. I don't know if I'm going to get, you know, another 30 because that's somebody probably used that book at 200 contribution points, so I'm probably not going to be able to get, you know, a 30. But if it is the equivalent of that 200 to 230 range, you can find out roughly how much contribution points that is just by looking up. Let me show you guys the place I go to. It should be, I think, this one? Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. So this is a website, Isendar, however you say it. This place right here. So 200 to 230. So it'd be at least 1,000 per level. So that would be 30,000. Right? Pretty sure. So this is XP per contribution point. That's what this column is right here. So 200. So it'd be this bracket right here. 200 to 230. That would be 30,000 XP. I have 360. So according to this chart, I'm not gonna level up once on that. But hey, you know, I'll take it. I will 100% take it. I need 48,560 contribution to get to the next contribution point until 374. At that point, then it becomes even harder because this is a good chart to have. You can get over 500 contribution, but then it's like a little over 500,000 contribution XP before you get another one. That's crazy. One of the best ways to get contribution XP is to actually cook. Just by power cooking vinegar, actually, will do that for you. And vinegar, its resources are relatively cheap. You can get them all from NPC vendors, really. You're gonna need... I'm trying to remember how to cook vinegar, it's been a bit. You're gonna need some sort of fruit. That's all I remember. Let me look. You're gonna need apple or any sort of fruit, grape, whatever, wheat, leavening agent, and sugar. So wheat could also be like barley, could also be like potatoes, basically any sort of grain is what that means. So grain, some sort of fruit, sugar, and leavening agent, which you get from vendors. And then you can use this in other recipes. You can use it in bartering. I've used it in bartering before, or you can also use it in just a various ton of other different things. So, let's see. Also, did they? I think they did. They stopped doing their Twitch event for Cronstones. Makes me sad. I like Grunstones. Also, my older brother actually brought up a good point about this. So you get this Black Spirit special dice piece when you fail at the Black Spirit's board, but they did an update today to where you cannot fail no matter what. So note how up here it just shows that I've completed 39 times. I've done the special board a little over 10 times, and then the normal board like over 20. So they just combine the number together, and now you can't fail, so now you can't get these pieces anymore. So I don't know if they do like a weekly thing where you can get like 5 or maybe like 6 in a week, or maybe you can get like 1 a day. That wouldn't be a bad idea, but as of right now, there's no other point to really have these. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do, though, to say the least. Also, we're almost here at Logia Farm. This is like the beginning of the game again. So I'm just going to, on this character, let's see, let's get my silver embroidered farmer's clothes. I forgot to go off in Keplen and drop off the scrolls, but that's fine. So which one? These ones are the special ones. These are the magical ones over here. The magical ones are the ones that I really want to get more of the seeds of. So let's try to plant breed. Artisan 4. We only got 1. Not bad. What about this one? We got 2. Nice. So every time I get multiple, that is going to be very good. Only 1. How about another one? Yeah, just 1. Okay, so this is 5 of these bad boys. These sell for 270,000 silver. So 4 of those, not even really 4 of them, can be sold for like over $1 million, which is crazy. I have to do these mushrooms on this character. I can go around pruning on my sorceress, but I can't plant or like attempt to get more of them on the sorceress. I'm just trying to level up sorceress to the point where I could do that, so then I don't have to have like my main character go all the way up to Velia to do this. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, for anybody that's curious. Just leave me alone. Get lost. I love that guy. Also, another thing that I do quite a bit is I also exchange for energy over here, so I can use these energy potions on other characters. You exchange 200 energy for 50 energy pot. You can also sell these on the marketplace for other life skillers or other players to use as well. Even combat players use energy too. There are certain enemies that you have to have energy to summon mobs and that sort of stuff, so it works out well. Let's go ahead and start pruning. So we're at professional 5 at the moment. If I get any of the like higher end stuff like that, you just saw it jumped up like 50%. So special items like the mysterious seed or hard or sharp black gems. No, not black. What is it called? Hard. Excuse me. Leave me alone, dude. What are they called? They're hards. They're usually just shortened to hard and darks, but I can't remember what they're called. Hard blackstone. I think they're called hard blackstones, but there's a 4th part to that name. Can't remember what they're called. Hang on. Hard black crystal shard and then sharp black crystal shard. I thought it was like fragment or something, but no. So this is usually what I do every day, is I just go around just pruning everything and then harvesting, plant breeding preferably, just getting all that sort of stuff going. This is probably like one of the fastest way to level up. You don't need any sort of like special seed, you just need to go and prune often. If you can, like maybe every hour. Usually most of these grow in like 4 hours if you keep on top of the pruning. If you need to prune or they get tangled up when you first plant them, it basically doubles the timer on it, is what I've noticed. So there we are, we're at professional 6. Just like that. And the 2 buffs, actually 3 buffs that I would recommend. Pets, if you have them. Anything with life skills. So let's see, that's a life skill plus 9 there. Probably could min-max a little bit better on those. And then simple or seafood cron meals, and then also averter draughts are some good ways to do that. They have been like giving out the kind of like the Verder Draught, Giant's Draught, and Beast Draught boxes, like candy recently. It only costs like 100 loyalties a day, so I've just been buying those as often as I possibly can. Been using them as often as I can too, but I also just made a ton of Verder Draughts as well. So I usually buy the individual ingredients that you need. There's like 3 different types of elixirs that you can buy. And then the expensive part is you have to go and purchase some Old Moon oil of some kind, and then you mix them all together in alchemy. You got it. Sorry. you're good to go. I know, high octane gameplay around here. Oh man, I gotta say, so far my birthday's what's the word? Uneventful, and that's the way I like it. I have a feeling that might change tonight. I'm hoping it doesn't, because that would just be unfortunate. Trying to open up my Mountain Dew without making it hiss, but I think it's going to. Oh, it didn't. Nice. Not what I meant to do. My character's in combat stance, but I can't tell half the time. That's why I like certain classes like Kuno or many of the other ones that use weapons. Because the sorceress doesn't actually use a weapon. She has like an amulet. It's whatever this thing is. Yeah, it's an amulet. So she just looks like she's standing normally, but now she's standing normally. Combat stance. There's somebody else here. I don't know how long they've been there, but... Come on, can we hit Professional 7? I want to hit Professional 7. That'd be nice. So Vel, that's the water world boss. Did it just spawn, or was that it? Yeah, it just spawned. Next boss is in 3 hours, 43 minutes. There's two bosses actually in that time period. 3 hours, 43 minutes. It's gonna be 8 o'clock at night. Did I see that right? Yeah, 3 hours, 43 minutes from now. It's gonna be like 8:15, I think. So those two bosses are gonna be during the live stream tonight on Twitch. It's Karanda and Nightmare Kazarka. Yay. So Karanda first. Unless it's also I think Karanda's Bloodstorm? No, that's Nuver. Stormbringer, the other one. It's not BS, it's SB. That's one of those dyslexia moments right there. Hey, look, a new opponent has arrived. They're just attending their farms. Just like I'm doing. Once I get to a point where, like on my main Kuno, my main character that I also brought over here to do the other ones, once she can get to Master 1 Farmer, I don't know, maybe this one might get there first, but I kind of want my other one to. Whoever gets to Master first, I don't care who, I need to upgrade these farms. So this farm location is known as a fence. This is a strong fence capable of holding about 10 spots of crops. You can get one called an Old Moon fence that is like half the size of this fence. So instead of being as big as it is, it's like maybe half, maybe almost like 3/4 smaller. So like a fourth of the size. With that other fence, you still have 10 crops space, but it just takes up less space. So instead of taking up from like where I'm standing all the way down there, it might be from like the 4th farm or like where my mouse is back to there. So like 3 spots full instead of being this long. It's more condensed. still, you can plant 10 individual plants inside it. They basically just like shrink the grid sizes a little bit. That's the in-game goal for farming, because you want to be able to have that. One, you'll just have that much more space you can kind of like mess around with, you know. Not only that, but it just makes your life a lot easier instead of having to, like, I guess, move all over the place. I do also want to plant breed, so we're going to be here for a bit while I do that. I forgot to do this when I first woke up today. I don't think they were actually ready, because it was just after maintenance, and I didn't AFK. Usually if I AFK, I'll do this like first thing in the morning, so these should all now be good. Let's just go through this, just make sure. Yeah, they're all good. So now I'm going to leave the mushrooms to harvest for my main. So I have 5 farms to harvest or plant breed with my sorcerers here. So let's just do that. As you can tell too, we've been at this for 10 minutes. I popped one of these before we started, so. If you want wheat seeds on the NA server, hop to it. You'll be buying probably from me. I probably should do this with other seeds too. Eventually though, the only point and the only reason why I'm doing this is just so I can make that extra bit of silver every day from the high fae ones. Plus, by doing the high fae ones, you don't get all these like higher grade tiers because it's the highest grade for it. Plus, also with it, you could also potentially end up getting rarer items from what I understood. Let me double check here, actually. Amanita High Fae. There it is. Do a quick search. So things you can get from... Hey, Professional 7, nice. Things that you can get... So here you go. These are the things that you can potentially get from, I think, yeah, right here. So after you go to plant breed with this, I believe you can get all of these, or potentially all of these, except for that. So you might be able to get massive pure magic. That's pretty cool. That'd actually be really nice if I can get a couple of those. Let's keep going. I do like the music in the game. I feel like sometimes though it's not as like consistent, which I think is good. Like a game that I think got soundtrack or the soundtrack music scores perfect was not Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild I think did it perfectly. Because it's such an open world that you don't want music playing all of the time, but you also don't want it feeling too sparse. And I think the development team got that perfectly. Here it feels like it's a little awkward because there's like actual music scores. It's not just some ambient music, which I'm not opposed to. I love Metroid music, and Metroid's known for being more ambient than anything else. But I feel like sometimes this game doesn't have that perfect blend of, you know, quiet ambience and just like music. That would probably be my biggest gripe when it comes to music or like sound, because I'm huge into sound and music stuff. So other than that, major props to the developers of this game. It's a really good, fully fleshed out, continually changing. They're adding stuff in like every week. They do a weekly maintenance on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. They do listen to their players, and that's good to see in the gaming industry. gonna have to take a trip down to see Emil here in a minute. He's the storage keeper. You're just hoping I have enough storage for this. So a quick reminder for anybody who's curious, this is usually the location that I would want to meet anybody who's interested in joining the guild, just because this character will always really be by Velia. So it'll primarily be my sorceress who would meet you if you want to join a guild. As you can see, like I said, Master to Fisher. So now we need to take a quick trip down over to Emil down here. He's the storage keeper. Every time I hear that lady, it brings me back to when I first heard it. This music is just very like nostalgic. I love it. Wait, one more thing I need to put away. This. All right, let's head back over there. Yeah, every time I hear that lady in the soundtrack here, it just brings me back to the very first time I ever played this game. And like even this part. I will say the transition between place to place music wise is pretty good, but like the actual selection of music or variety of music, it tends to be a bit stale. That's not to say it's the worst soundtrack I've ever heard, but there's much to be desired. Which is why usually if I'm like grinding or doing things that require a lot more time, I'll usually like boot up Spotify or go to YouTube and maybe stream some music. Something that I've been doing recently actually is looking up, it's a couple different things. I'll either look up Pokemon music, like remixes, the Elite Four music. Oh, it's so good. Just because the version that I was listening to has like a growly synth. It's so good. And then the other one is I've been listening to an artist by the name of NF. I think his name is Nathan or Nate. Really nice. What's the word? Really nice. How do I word it? He raps, so really nice rapper, very fluid with his like rhythmic layers and the different inflections of his voice, things like that. But it's just very. One of the songs that he did, I think he summed up his music pretty well. Not too graphic, but not too PG. So it's like in between things that are really heavy hitting. Like for example, there was one track that he did that was really sad and actually made me cry really bad. Was when he was younger, his mom and dad, they ended up getting separated, but then his mom also took too many pain medication, like pain pills, OD'd on that and ended her life. And the song was dedicated to his mom, basically asking the question, you know, why'd you do it? And that's something that's very hard for somebody to have to experience. Survivor's guilt, I think, is what that's called. Why is this flower not working? But yeah, it kind of put a lot of things in perspective hearing him talk about that, because hello? What why? That was very weird. I have no idea what people are talking. What? He keeps trying to put it on my character's feet. Well, stop trying to put it on my character's feet then, you... What? So I need to hit the button before I move it? What? If I mouse over where I want to plant it, it won't work. So I have to like hit the button and then move my mouse cursor to where I need it to be. I am confused. Very much so. Also, I probably should have... I have enough special Amanita mushroom seeds that I don't really need... I didn't need to plant all that wheat. Oh well. Life goes on. But to go back to what I was saying about NF. NF is it's a nice rapper, I would have to say. I say nice in that, like, the rhythmic progression of the lyrics and things like that. A lot of it is very, like, almost depressive, and I don't know why I gravitate toward that type of music, but I do. I'm not depressed, for anybody asks. But it's one of those that it's nice to know sometimes, or nice to remind yourself that you're not the only one dealing with things that are very, like, heavy, or like your own internal thoughts, things like that. It's very nice to have that reassurance, and I guess that's why I gravitate toward that type of music, knowing that I'm not the only one that deals with X, Y, or Z, fill in the blank. Okay. My goblins are actually getting done with work, so I need to feed them. Hey, you hear that? That high pitch, hiya! I can't. That sort of like high pitchedness is what hurts my ears. And if I were to like have a character like that, I can't. I can't. Which I guess is another reason why I'm not too fond of the shy class. I don't know. I need characters with like a slightly bassier. If I had a dude character, 100%, I'm going deep. Unless I'm doing a Link thing, then I'm gonna have to find like roughly close to hi-hat. It's kind of a higher register, you know? Anyways, let's swap back to my main character to harvest the rest of these, so then hopefully I can get some more magical hi-fi. Hi-fi. You talking to me, say? So stupid. All right. Do I have my farmer's clothes? Yes, I do. Let me start by plant breeding. Woo! 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 Let's see. Farming, we're at Artisan 4. I know you guys can't see it because I'm hiding it, but, you know. We're only like 57%. It's not going up. 57.6 is going up by 0.05 every time, so it's nothing all too crazy. I just like to put it down here just for the sake of me being able to see it, and plus it hides chat because I don't want to read what people are talking about. I know I could just close the chat box, but you know, it's too much work. Ooh, another magical. Nice. Right down to magical. So the magical ones, I never mentioned this earlier. So there's 10 slots that you can have for these fences. Even the old moon ones, you can have 10 slots. The magical take up 5 spaces. So if you go to do that, it consumes essentially what would be 5 but I mean, they sell for 270,000 silver compared to 10,000. So I mean, I will definitely replace all of these at some point with these magicals if I'm able to. Eventually, it's probably gonna happen. That was still not a very confident sentence. Eventually, I will have enough for it, but until then, it's just, you know, unfortunately what it is for now. Also, I bought 50 of them, but at this rate, I don't think I'm gonna need them. So I'm just gonna put these back onto the marketplace for max price. Here you go. Have at it. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we have quite a few here. So each row is 8. So 1, 2, 3, plus another 3. So that's going to be 27, plus 2 more. That's going to be 29. And we still have another 10 more to go over here. I could just uproot this other wheat here, and I'm thinking about doing that, to be completely honest with you. Another magical. That's 2 magicals. So now we're going to have 3 farms with a magical hyphae. I don't want to replace all of the farms with magical hyphae yet, because I think you have to be an artisan 1 to do anything with it. Must be at least, yeah, so I can't do anything with the magical hyphae crops on my other one. I have to be doing like the amanita mushrooms or the wheat. I got to do something on that other character, because I do remember I tried to, I think yesterday, I tried to do stuff with pruning the 4 that I had over there, and I just couldn't. It wouldn't let me. I would walk up to it, but I wouldn't have like this little UI that would pop up for it. It would just be like, yep, that's crop. Which kind of sucked, but let's do this one, do that one. We'll do that one, and then I'll put the other 5 near the back. I'm purposely drag dropping to see if that might be better when it comes to planting these things. So there's this one and this, no, just one more. Okay, so this one right over here. See, if I put my mouse cursor right over it and don't move it, then it doesn't work. I have to like select it and then move it for some weird reason. I didn't know that. So now we have a ton there. So now we're going to head down over to Emil again. I love the Kuno's like maneuverability. It's awesome. So there's a ton of seeds here. I'm just going to put them in the warehouse for now. I'm not going to like sell them yet. But just so I have them. And then I need to put the armor, the Blackstone armors away. We do have 909, but I think we're probably going to burn through most of those tonight. So how enhancing fail stacking works, I have all these gloves up here. Some of them I need to cleanse from 15 down to 14s. But you use the gloves until you get a plus 22 stack, which for me is actually only... let me think for a second. 20? You can do 16 clicks on a single plus 14 because you cannot go below 20 durability for your max. And then you have to repair them back up. So that's why I have so many of those gloves. I honestly could probably get rid of like a row. So just have like this top row up here Is this actually 10? It's 9. So I could probably stick with a row or maybe just 8 because this is almost 2 rows in inventory. I accidentally enhanced one of these up to a pry, and you can't like sell it on the marketplace, so I just deleted it. Once it gets to a pry, I don't think you can actually like downgrade it to a plus 15. I think you're stuck at a pry, duo, those sort of things, unfortunately, but you know, it happens. And then once you get up to 22 clicks, this is the method I use from Ace Alpha. You get up to 22 clicks, and then you attempt some prize. I think you click on it 2 times or 4 times. I'll be following a chart tonight. And then you attempt some duos, and then after duos, then you attempt some tries and then tet helmets to build up a higher fail stack. Now, like I mentioned, we do have a ton of these scrolls that I've just been obtaining from events and just various different quests, things like that. So I have a, you know, one more plus 90 here. I also gave my sorceress two plus 100 advice of Valks. We do have the Valk's Cries, these right here. I have 8 right here, which reminds me. Let's go over to the loyalty store. Did it reset yet? Maybe not. But there is this. Valk's Cries. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Oh, Vel will appear in 5 minutes. That kind of freaked me out. Let's see. You can also, as part of the loyalty stuff, I'm waiting for... Did they get rid of it? I think they may have gotten rid of it. There's like an event thing going on, unless I'm blind, which could very well be the case as well. I think they got rid of it. There was an event where you can get like a thing for some Valk's Cries, as well as like, I want to say Cronstones, but that's not right. You can get Valk's Cries. You can purchase 5 a week, but I don't really need that because if I'm not mistaken, I also have 2 right there now. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in storage over here as well. And then I believe I also have a ton in Calpheon. Maybe not a ton, like an actual ton, but I think we have some over here. Yeah, we have 65. So you can only use 10 for every enhancement or every enhancement attempt. So let's say I'm up to this one over here, which is 45. I'll talk about this in a second, why there's a slight discrepancy there. I can then use the Valk's Cries for this Valk's enhancement chance to get up to a plus 10. So that's what that's for. But to go back to why there's a discrepancy here, if you go and open up the logs, the logbooks here, the Rulapy Travels log, this is basically for just doing quests. And I was talking to somebody on Twitch. They are level 66 in the game, which is pretty freaking hard to get. He said that there are over 23,000 quests that you can do on a single character that'll count toward this book. So I think it's up to 10,000. No. So the first 1,000, so 850, then you get all these other stats like inventory, max HP, weight limits, more HP, max weight limit, things like that. Just little enhancements here and there. Once you get up to this 1,004 though, then you get a permanent enhancement chance plus 1. 4,921, you get another plus 1. 9,999, you get another plus 1. 19,235, you get another plus 1. And lastly, 29,999, you get another plus 1. Now, what I found out, if you hit O on your keyboard, you can find out how many quests you've done in total. So I've done 6,286 quests. I have found out that the entire main storyline, all of these different things, with just some slight things like the awakening, sometimes they're a little bit more, but usually I'd say about at least 10. But from beginning of a journey all the way to the very end, I have factored, not including Star's End, because I was not able to do that until a couple of weeks ago when they introduced giving out like the Kaposha earring stuff. That really just kind of excelled me to be able to do Star's End. And also Olita 2, if you discount those two, It's over 1,000 quests. I've done the main story on, let's see, not including Star's End or Elita 2. I've done this character, and I believe also this character. That's at least 3,000 right there. Alternatively, I'm kind of in like the middle of the Camasilvia region, and I also need to do the same thing for these two on the Camasilvia region. One of these days, I'm really going to sit down and be like, okay, let's hash this out. Let's finish out all the way, excluding Star's End and Odalita 2, on all these characters, just so I can get the maximum quest. I will push it past 10k at that point, because I only need like another 4. These two characters haven't done anything on the storyline yet. I'm like halfway through, maybe like Valencia, maybe? No, that wouldn't be right. Maybe Medea? I don't remember where I'm at on my, it's not Archer, is it? This is something that bothers me. I don't know what that one is. BDO classes. It bothers me that I still don't remember. Nope. This one? What is it called? Ranger. That's what it's called. Because I know it's called Archer, the male version. There's also a female version, which is called Ranger. And I just like to point out for anybody who might be like, well, that just seems kind of odd. You have all female characters. Look at how many classes there are for females. There's 13. Male classes, there's 8. It's not my fault that none of the male classes really speak to me. Maybe, like I said, the ninja. But, I don't know, like Berserker, he's like, he walks around like Wario, basically. He's a big old brute. I've thought about that one. Striker, he just punches a lot. He kind of reminds me of, what's that guy's name on Street Fighter 2? One of them. Archer, maybe it's just because they're like lighter, like hair schemes. I don't know, man. There's just something off to me about like the male classes in the game. Some of the female ones do disturb me as well. Like Tamer, Shy. That's about it. I think, well, Mystic is another one. Mystic is a female version of Striker. I honestly, when I went to go make my Guardian, was like, do I want to do Guardian or maybe Mystic or maybe a Valkyrie? I'm honestly at a point where I'm like experimenting with classes just to see what they're like. But I have not made a single male class yet, and I don't know why. Maybe like, I might try a Berserker class, just because. So my classes that I use, let's take a look. Sorceress, I have that, but it's more of like my alt for farming and fishing. Lawn, I don't have. Tamer, I don't have. Shy, no. Meiwa, I do have a Meiwa. Combo, attack is pretty powerful on the Meiwa. It's not the meta, but it's still pretty good. Don't underestimate a Meiwa at all. Kuno, I wanted it for like the evasion, and plus, I mean, all around it's great except for defense. The defense is 0 out of 4 stars according to this list, and I would have to agree. The defense is pretty undesirable. If you're in like a late game grinding location and you're not careful, you're screwed. Witch is kind of meh. I like the ability of like controlling a minion. That's pretty much the reason why I got a witch. Dark Knight. I don't know if I personally agree with this all too much. Like defense isn't, she's not a squishy class, so I'll give it that. It's not like my Kuno. The control, I mean, it's not great to control. It's kind of a slower, like, attack speed and stuff. The attack, though, is pretty solid. I will admit it is pretty good for clearing out mobs. I'm speaking on Awakening, not Secession, by the way. I do know Secession is better for that case. And then combos, I mean, it's not as, like, combo intense as a Kuno. I do agree with that. In the evasion, yeah, I can also see that. It's not very, like, maneuverable. You don't really evade too much. You do end up having to tank a little bit more damage than a Kuno, but you're also able to do I'd say almost the equivalent. I feel like a Kuno could do more though. And then Nova, the defense is just through the roof, but I use Awakening, and I don't know how I feel about some of these. Evasion doesn't seem about right, because you could just, like, run away if you wanted to as Nova in Awakening stance. Combo is also another one where it's like, okay, I feel like Nova might be like a 3-star if they're going with Dark Knight as a 2-star for combos. That's just me personally. Is there one on here that I have that is not listed? Kuno, Dark Knight. I don't even know my own classes that I have. Ranger, that's another one. Evasion, yeah, I do agree with that. The evasion is pretty good on the Ranger. Attack is not as powerful, so yeah, I do agree with that. Combos, maybe I just don't know good combos. Defense, 100% agree. No defense on a Ranger at all. And control, I mean, it's not like a Kuno necessarily, but again, I have not really done a whole lot on my Ranger other than just like spam 1 or 2 abilities because I'm trying to get to Awakening to really get a feel for it. I think that's all the classes, isn't it? I feel like there's more to the game than there actually is sometimes. Yeah, those are all my classes. Oh, Lawn. I do have a Lawn. Lawn is... I'm blind there. Lawn is... Attack is pretty high. Evasion, combo. Defense is low. Control is halfway. I again, haven't done a whole lot as the Lawn to really know. I do want to go Awakening on Lawn as well, just because it looks kind of cool to have those 2 different, like, blade things. That'd be kind of cool, but... I'd agree with most of this. But then again, I'm a PvE, so take that as a grain of salt. Yeah, just, you know. If you are looking for some of the best ones, I think this is the exact same page that I went to when I was trying to create my class. So basically, I wanted to have something that was the equivalent of a rogue from... Try it out the yard. A rogue from World of Warcraft. Because I never played as a rogue, but I was rogued quite regularly in PvP. Which is another reason why I don't do PvP. But I wanted to do something that was kind of like a rogue. So for me, it was Ninja, Kuno, or Ranger for best evasion, and then also best attack. And from what I understood, the only difference that I could really find out about Ninja or Kuno, other than just like different stats, Kuno had slightly better evasion. Ninja had slightly better attack. So if you loved the Kuno and wanted to do extra damage, go to a Ninja. If you were a Ninja, but you also really like to really confuse enemies and just kind of like evade them, go Kuno. And that was the thing that was kind of like odd for me. And it looks like Ninja, Kuno, Dark Knight is 4th on this list, and then Lawn is 5th. Interesting. Yeah, they do have Nova updated into this. I don't know why I just said that, because I literally just saw Nova up here. Berserker, Valkyrie, and Nova. Berserker. Oh, Berserker. For some reason, I think this is Berserker, but it's Guardian. Don't ask. I don't know. I've been confused about that for a while. Control difficulty, Sorceress, Striker, Ninja, Kuno, and then Hashin. So, as far as control is worth, maybe I wanted more of a... No, that doesn't make any sense. It is a pretty complex character, though, for combo attacks. I will admit, you do have to think about it quite often. It is getting to a point, though, where Kuno's just like, okay, use this ability, no big deal. But it's still not any sort of, like, meta build. I'll just kind of throw out abilities because I feel like it. Let me take a look at this. So this is player polls. Last updated December 22nd. PvP, PvE, AoE grinder, small group, large group. So these are just kind of different polls. I want to see the results of the polls. I don't want to vote. Easiest beginner class. Okay, here we go. So PvP, players say ninja, followed very, well, I would say very closely, but compared to everything else, it is very close. Sorceress, and then Hashin. Where's Kuno rank on this? 328 votes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th on the list. That's not bad. Again, these are players, so this is PvP. Too popular for grinding spots. Vote to view. PvE endgame. You have Guardian. Guardian is actually okay. I can see that. Guardian, then Sorceress, Wizard, Hashishin, Ranger, Striker. No, Witch, Striker, Warrior. Kuno is the lowest by 1 vote according to Meiwa and Kuno. That actually makes me a little sad. But I mean, it kind of makes sense because, yeah, right here, these grinding spots. Sorry, I'll read the whole thing. Please vote to view player opinion on the classes that they consider best at defeating enemies inside the toughest grinding locations. These grinding spots have high-level monsters, very high HP and defense. For example, Star's End or any of the other dungeons. Star's End, I will agree. Kuno seems really squishy. So that I can agree why people don't use Kuno or Meiwa. Guardian kind of makes sense because if I'm not mistaken, let me go back to, excuse me, why, there, wait, hold on, there we go. Hello? Where'd it go? Nope. I need to open up that previous page. Can we just get this open in this page right over here? PvE endgame. So I do agree with that because Guardian does have some pretty solid defense. Yeah, I would say Guardian is probably the best late game grinder for PvE. AoE grinder. So this is very skilled at AoE grinding and mob-to-mob mobility. They obtain more loot and higher levels quicker. For example, Polly's Force is a walk in the park, although they may or may not suffer at in-game grinding locations. Kuno is pretty good, but Guardian, again, just blows everybody else out of the water. Wizard is a close second. Sorceress, Hashishin, Witch. Witch is one of those that I have seen quite a bit. Kuno, not doing too well there. Tamer is actually really close to Kuno this time instead of Meiwa. Meiwa is actually just a hair bit better according to the players. Take this as a grain of salt like I am. PvP large group. Wizard, like a large node war. Wizard has the highest and just blows everybody else out of the water. Sorceress is a close second. And then Witch, Guardian, Hashishin, Kuno is 31 votes. Ouch, that would hurt. Hey. But that kind of makes sense though, because like Kuno is meant to be like really attack heavy, and same thing with the ninja. But ninja for some reason has like 3 times the amount of votes. For some reason, to me, it seems a little unfair, but it also just seems totally fair. It seems unfair because it's a bit of a bias because I love the Kuno class, but that's just, I can see it. Small group for like a small node war. Sorceress. What I'm assuming, if I am to like kind of theory craft a bit, large node war, I would figure that to be like 30, 40 players, maybe more than that. Maybe it's like 2 large guilds of like 50 players apiece. What was that? Oh, a Calc appeared. Nice. No, that was the wrong window. This one. So with the PvP small node wars, maybe that's like 10, 20 people. That's kind of what I'm basing, because they don't specify how big this is. So I'm gonna go like maybe 20 to 40 people, and then large is like 50 to 100 people, something like that. 40 being like the max amount, like 20 to 20 or something like that. Sorceress, and then Wizard, Ninja, Hashashin, Guardian. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday. Just looking over some statistics of what players say is the best class at different things in Black Desert. Kuno is 98. Even in small groups, really, the Kuno is not the most popular. Kuno, I'm finding out, is not everybody's favorite. That explains why a lot of people don't play as the Kuno. That makes it kind of sucks though. Because for the longest time, I've thought Musa was not a really popular one, but it looks like I am wrong. So whatever I'm thinking about classes is wrong. Most fun to play class. Hashashin is, I mean, based upon just their playstyle and movements, not powers, nerfs, etc. It looks like Hashashin is way up there, followed by Sorceress, Lawn, Ninja, Dark Knight, Ranger, and once again, hey, Kuno's not dead last. Still pretty close though. For some reason, Valkyrie is not fun to play for people. I wonder what that's all about. Valkyrie, then Meiwa, Witch, and then Kuno? No, Warrior, Kuno, and then Tamer. They're like right next to each other, those three. That's interesting. And there are more class tiers you would like to see, or are there? Please let me know them below. There may be a 0.0005% chance that I'll create a poll based upon your feedback. Not just one lucky winner winning, and it's all RNG, of course. So maybe, maybe not. Depends on luck. If the stars align and the time of day, etc., might create a new class tier based on your feedback. I don't know. I think this is a pretty good way to do that. So yeah, I don't really do PvP, so this makes a lot of sense why I would kind of gravitate toward like a Kuno class or a Dark Knight, a Witch, which I don't think witches would be that great in PvP, like legit PvP. If it's like, you know, somebody kills you in a grinding spot or something like that, or you're AFK for a bit, then I could see that. But yeah, nothing too crazy. All right, let me head back into the game for a second.
If you borrow a container from me, you can use the storage even at
Let's go ahead and put some things away. Fill invitations about to expire. Let's put the cronstones away because we're gonna use those tonight. I didn't even sell all the mushrooms that I grinded at the beginning of the stream, so need to go and do that real quick. Some creepy laugh.
a blacksmith with patience.
So we just got a ton more silver here. I'm gonna leave my main Kuno over in this region because I'm not gonna enhance on my main Kuno. I'm gonna enhance on my Sorceress. There's no real benefit to enhancing on a different character. Any character has the same RNG, but Sorceress is the character that I have been. It's a character I have been enhancing on, so I don't want to like clutter up my inventory on my Kuno. Let me just do this real quick. I think with that ability, by the way, this, as long as I have stamina, I think I can jump from a really high place and not die as a sorceress. It does consume quite a bit of stamina though. So I need to raise up the breath of my character. So with all this inventory space right here, I'm just going to kind of, you know, get things a little bit set up for tonight. I might enhance a few more of these helmets to like duo. We'll see how I feel about it. I'll even take out the Saw Chakram because this is what we're going to enhance for tonight, or tonight on Twitch. Let's see. We're also going to need, I'll take about 500 of these out. I'll take out this. No, we need all of these. We're going to take out these defense ones, and we're also going to take out these. Is that all I needed? I think so. Double checking. I think so. Now, at one point, I may need to buy more armor stones, and I don't really have all the money in the world to do that, but, you know, it's just a thought. Yeah, another thing that I need to do is I might move my other character over to Grana, because Grana is where a lot of my, what are they called? My cooking boxes that I've been selling every day. So I need to go and do that. But something else I need to do is I need to buy more cooking materials than making the boxes and get that ready. So I'm only preparing for tonight's live stream now. I'm actually going to end the stream here in a little bit on YouTube. So if you want to watch me enhance my Sashakram, my new Black Star one, tonight I'll be doing that on Twitch from probably 8 to 10 o'clock p.m. PST. So if you're watching this now, that's in about 3 hours, give or take. Got a church function. I got to eat something. We'll have some dinner, some birthday dinner. For anybody curious what I'm going to eat, lasagna. I love lasagna. What else was I going to do? Oh, I was going to go and repair the gloves. So let's head over to the blacksmith, buy some more reblath gloves. Wrong button there. So this is pretty much what we're going to do tonight, is we're just going to get all of these going. I have showed off enhancing before. I think it was on Twitch though. And like I said, when we start getting near the end of it, I have 2 plus 100s. I have a couple plus 50s, plus 40s, plus 30s, plus 20s. There is a guide that I'm also going to be following, if I can remember where it's at. Where'd it go? Is it over here? I think it's this one. This is going to seem very confusing, but I believe this list is the one that I'm going to try to follow. So be prepared for some numbers, because you're about to get hit with some math. Look at all these numbers. So up to a +7, it's a guarantee. Guaranteed it's going to be 100% up to a +7. From +7, I think. Pen, tet, try, duo, pry, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, or 9, 8. I almost said 8, 9. So at level 8, so going to level 8, it's a 30% or 70% from the start, but I'll at least have 72.80 because I have that 2 permanent enhancement. So I'm gonna try to stick around like 50% most of the time. We'll see. Getting past 15 is gonna be the biggest first hurdle though, because look at this line right here. At a 120, we have a 26% chance. Just bear in mind that a 120 fail stack is not easy to get. I'm not wasting 100 scroll on that though. I'm probably going to use the 100 scrolls if we make it up past try. I might do a 100 scroll to get up to a try. So we'd probably be at like 110. Actually be like 112 because I got that extra 2. So we'll probably be up over here somewhere. I might waste 100 scroll to get up to a tet. So once we get up to a duo, we'll probably waste a... Well, we're going to waste cron stones for sure. But maybe like an 80 if I have it. 80 would be 69. Do I have an 80 in here? No. Maybe I have one in... can I check actually real quick? Earl, do I have a plus 80? I have a plus 90. I do have plus 80s. So I might do a plus 80. Hey, JMD, how's it going, man? Sorry, my chat was covered for a second. How are you doing, man? Let me get back to that list. tired? I'm tired as well, man. It's snowing, by the way. There were snowflakes outside as big as like a dollar coin outside. It was insane. But no, I haven't been sleeping very well lately. I don't know why. So I think I might burn like an 80 to go up to a try. And then from a try, I could probably try like the 100. I'm making puns now. But I'm probably going to attempt with a 102. Maybe it'll go as high as 112. And then if I have the extra cron stones, wait, no, I'm messing myself up. So to go to a pen is a 3.60. So it's going to be a 24% to try an attempt on Tets. That's insane. I was off today. Tomorrow starts my 7-day straight. Oh, that sucks, man. Hope it doesn't go too badly. So with that new knowledge in mind, to go up to a try, I would want a 100, but I think I'll be fine with like an 82 plus 10 Volks, so that'd be a 63%. I think that'd be okay. I'll have to remember that this is the percent going up to from Tet to Pen. This is the attempt from Try to Tet. I was like, there's no way that going to a Tet is going to be like a 70%. No, that's at this point, this enhancement level, attempting a try, duo to try is this. That makes sense. All right, well, I think that will about call it for today. Like I said, I'm going to be live tonight, 8 p.m. roughly. It's a couple hours from now. So if you are wanting to watch me enhance this tonight and potentially fail and lose my mind, head over to my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/DustyRoadsGames, all one word. I usually put it in the description, but I keep forgetting to do that on YouTube because I keep forgetting that's the thing. I'm just going to go ahead and enhance these all the way, or prepare these all the way up. So I'm going to need 9. And then there we go. Also need some Grunell helmets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So I need 8 of those bad boys. Let's take a look. Should have like 30 or so. So I need 8. There they are. There we go. Head back over here to the blacksmith. We'll repair this up, and then I will call the stream for now.
I can't stop hammering.
All right. I think we're about as set as we can be for tonight. I don't know why, I just got really nervous. I'm not going to enhance this right now, but we're going to do this tonight on Twitch. And maybe some highlights from me trying to enhance this I might upload to YouTube maybe tomorrow or the following day. But this has been a pretty good stream. I had some fun just kind of messing around, went and grinded. I almost said ground. I guess that's true too. We went over to Polly's Forest for a bit, trying to do some Marnie stones. Then we went back over to my farms, which is north of Velia. Harvested those, took care of those, and it's been something I've been really enjoying lately, is just taking care of farms. Like, I probably should go over there at some point here and prune them, but I'll do that off camera. But yeah, and one last thing too, we are going to be opening up a whole bunch of boxes from the Shikatsu's event. Your friend from work apartment caught on fire? What? Why'd they use their toaster, man? All jokes aside, are they okay? Jeez. We are going to open up a bunch of these different boxes tonight on stream, as well as 10 Black Spirits Adventure box, because they actually changed the adventure box entirely. If you had Lucky Day +1, 2, or 3, you actually got more dice. And instead of failing now, so having 5 rolls to make it to the end, it's now an infinite amount. So you're guaranteed to always hit the end. When they changed the board, they changed it to where you had to complete it in 5 rolls, otherwise you'd fail. And then when you fail, you'd get like these little dice pieces, and then with 5 of these plus a black gem fragment over here, you can make another dice. I think you can actually no, it's randomly selected between a 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 and 6 6. So that being said, they have updated this to 3 different boards. We might do this as well tonight. I do have some Arcana stuff. I mean, I got a ton of things, so we might do this. Just kind of odds and ends to celebrate my birthday. So if you're interested in watching any of this happen, it's going to be live on Twitch in a couple of hours. Yeah, he and his kids are fine, but the whole apartment is gone. Man, that sucks, man. I'm glad to hear that he's doing okay, though. So in case anybody wants to follow me, there is the link, twitch.tv/DustyRoadsGames. For some reason, it doesn't want to hyperlink it. So let me just go ahead and do this instead. Can I delete my own comment? Yeah, let's do that. We'll do this, and then I will pin this. So if anybody wants to follow me, there is my Twitch page right over there. It on YouTube, if I understand this correctly, if you're watching this later after I've live streamed it, it'll be a pinned comment down below, or maybe in the stream chat. I'm not entirely sure. And stupid neighbor was on the phone when she started a grease fire. So it wasn't your friend at work, it was your friend's neighbor that burned down his apartment. That sucks. Hopefully she's got good insurance. That's so stupid. I don't know, maybe something happened. Obviously something did happen, but you know, it could have been avoidable. Yeah, but let me just go ahead and put some things away that I don't need. I'm gonna need extra inventory space for this tonight, so I'm just gonna put things I don't need in storage. All right, so that is going to call the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I've been mentioning, I'm going to be on Twitch tonight, so if you want to watch me while I attempt these enhancements, follow me over there. And there we go. I'm just trying to get a better view of the port of Velia. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Look at all these boats. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Twitch. Or don't, it's up to you. But we are going to be enhancing that Sashakram tonight, and I'm looking forward to that. Until then, y'all take care. Thank you for the birthday wishes, greatly appreciate it. And I'll be uploading more videos more regularly. I want to try to upload videos Monday through Friday again, but I might try like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday just to start off, and then we'll go from there. And your new Jeep broke. What'd you do, man? Ugh. Oh man, it feels cold in here actually. Thank you guys so much for watching, greatly appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless. Don't blow up your engines, kids. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry to hear, John. Sorry to hear. Bye-bye.